Las Vegas has always been a city of dazzling contradictions, a place where fortunes are made and lost with the flip of a card. It's America's neon heartbeat, a vibrant metropolis pulsating with an energy that draws millions from across the globe. The iconic Las Vegas Strip, a river of light flowing through the Mojave Desert, has long symbolized limitless possibility and unrestrained escapism. For decades it has been the undisputed playground of the world, offering a unique blend of high-stakes gambling, world-class entertainment, and round-the-clock excitement. The promise was simple: come as you are, leave your worries behind, and indulge in a fantasy that only Vegas could provide. It was a destination built on accessibility and affordable fun. But lately, a different narrative has started to emerge from beneath the glittering facade. The rhythm of the city feels different. Social media feeds are filled with posts from tourists remarking that Vegas feels different lately, capturing a sentiment that is hard to ignore. For the sixth consecutive month this year, Las Vegas experienced a decline in the number of visitors year over year, with June seeing nearly 400,000 fewer visitors, or an 11.3% drop compared to the same time last year, according to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, LVCVA. This isn't just about a temporary dip in numbers or a seasonal lull, it's a more profound conversation about the soul of Las Vegas. The story of Las Vegas has always been written in numbers: jackpot totals, visitor counts, and hotel occupancy rates. Recently, those numbers have been painting a picture that has many observers concerned. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority reported a significant drop in visitor volume, a clear indicator that fewer people are making the pilgrimage to this desert oasis. Hotel occupancy rates, a key metric of the city's health, have fallen by 6.5%, leaving more rooms empty, even as operators try to lure guests with promises of unparalleled luxury. Compounding the issue of fewer visitors is the undeniable surge in prices across the board. The era of Las Vegas as the ultimate budget-friendly getaway seems to be fading into memory. Today's visitors are confronted with prices that can induce a sense of sticker shock before they even check into their rooms. Cocktails that once cost a reasonable sum now command upwards of $25 at many Strip properties. While the ubiquitous resort fees add a hefty, often unexpected charge to the final bill, forcing a reevaluation of what a trip to Las Vegas means. Las Vegas once built its entire empire on the promise of the affordable thrill, a place where the dream of luxury was accessible to everyone, even if just for a weekend. The city's marketing genius was rooted in the idea of the loss leader: cheap rooms, inexpensive buffets, and free-flowing drinks, all designed to get you in the door and onto the casino floor. The days of hunting down a $49 room with a view of the Strip are becoming a distant memory, replaced by a new reality where even a basic room can set you back $200, often overlooking a parking garage or a service alley. This surge in costs is not a random occurrence, but a deliberate strategic pivot by the major casino corporations. Faced with changing consumer habits and a desire to maximize revenue, these companies have moved away from the volume-based model of the past. The new philosophy is clear: attract fewer visitors, but ensure that those who do come are willing and able to spend significantly more. This focus on quality over quantity is reshaping the very fabric of the visitor experience. One of the most significant and frustrating contributors is the proliferation of mandatory resort fees. These daily charges, often buried in the fine print, can add an additional $50 or more per night to a visitor's bill. For travelers, however, these fees feel like a deceptive bait-and-switch tactic, inflating the final cost far beyond the initial quote and leaving a sour taste before they even receive their room key. The journey to Las Vegas itself has also become a more complex financial calculation. Airlines have become masters of ancillary fees, charging extra for everything from seat selection to carry-on baggage, which can quickly add up. Getting around the Strip now comes with its own set of costs. Even parking, which was free at nearly every casino for decades, is now a significant expense at most Strip properties. Visitors find themselves constantly reaching for their wallets, turning a relaxing vacation into a stressful exercise in financial management. This constant nickel and diming has a profound psychological effect on the visitor experience. The impact of Las Vegas's escalating prices is creating a visible ripple effect across the entire city, reshaping the social dynamics and the very atmosphere of the Strip. One of the most noticeable consequences is the changing crowd. The diverse mix of people that once defined Las Vegas is becoming less common, In its place is a more homogeneous, affluent demographic, diluting the vibrant, eclectic energy that made the city so unique. The high minimum bets at many tables designed to cater to the high rollers can also intimidate more casual gamblers, leaving them to wander as spectators rather than active participants. This new economic reality is forcing a change in how visitors spend their time and money. With a larger portion of their budget consumed by essentials like accommodation and resort fees, many tourists have less disposable income for entertainment, dining, and shopping. They may opt out of seeing a headline show, choose a quick service meal over a fine dining experience, or skip the high-end retail outlets. This trend has a cascading effect on the broader Las Vegas economy. Las Vegas is consciously and aggressively shedding its skin, trading its reputation for accessible fun for a new identity built on uncompromising luxury. The city is leveling up, hard. Inside these gleaming towers, the focus has shifted from the cacophony of slot machines to the serene ambiance of world-class spas, exclusive art installations, and meticulously curated retail esplanades. The culinary landscape has been one of the most dramatic arenas for this upscale evolution. The legendary all-you-can-eat buffets are being phased out in favor of restaurants helmed by celebrity chefs and adorned with coveted Michelin stars. The daytime scene has also been transformed, with rooftop pools and day clubs evolving into lavish resort-like environments. These venues offer private cabanas with personal butlers and bottle service menus that can run into the tens of thousands of dollars. This strategic pivot is backed by billions of dollars in investment from the major casino corporations, who are betting big on the future of luxury tourism. They are building new mega resorts that are monuments to this new philosophy. Here's the catch in Las Vegas's grand strategy. While the city is successfully building a playground for the wealthy, it is simultaneously dismantling the dream for its traditional base. The average tourist is now increasingly feeling priced out and left behind. This creates a clear and uncomfortable divide, where the promise of Las Vegas feels like it's behind a velvet rope, accessible only to a select few who can afford the steep price of admission. The reported 6.5% drop in hotel occupancy is stark evidence that the luxury-focused strategy is not filling rooms. Even more telling is the fact that room prices themselves are beginning to slide in response to weaker demand. The psychological impact on the average visitor is profound. Walking through a casino where the table minimums are too high to play, or past restaurants where the menus are too expensive to consider, can make a tourist feel more like an outsider than a welcome guest. This isn't just a matter of perception, it's a fundamental break in the social contract that Las Vegas once had with its visitors. The city's unspoken promise was that everyone could find their own version of excitement and indulgence. While the iconic Las Vegas Strip grapples with its luxury identity crisis, a different story is unfolding just a few miles away. Downtown Las Vegas, centered around the Fremont Street experience, is buzzing with a raw, electric energy. Here, the atmosphere is more relaxed, the prices are more reasonable, and the vibe is unapologetically old-school Vegas. Visitors are flocking to Fremont Street for its vibrant light shows, live music, and sense of spontaneous fun. The trend extends into the suburbs, where off-strip casinos are seeing a notable uptick in activity. These properties are thriving by offering what the Strip has largely abandoned: free parking, excellent gambling odds, and food and beverage prices that don't require a second mortgage. This divergence creates a fascinating dynamic within the city. On one hand, you have the Strip, with its gleaming towers and quiet high-end lobbies chasing a global elite. On the other hand, you have the thriving, energetic ecosystems of downtown and the off-strip locals casinos. This tale of two cities highlights the central tension in Las Vegas today. The city is not dying, it is fracturing. The challenge will be to bridge this growing divide without completely abandoning the spirit of accessible fun that made it famous. Beyond the corporate press releases and tourism statistics, the true pulse of Las Vegas can be found in the voices of its residents, the hundreds of thousands of people whose livelihoods are directly tied to the city's fortunes. Many report a noticeable slowdown, with fewer players at their tables and quieter sections on the gaming floor, especially during the week. They speak of a different type of tourist, one who is perhaps wealthier but also more reserved. This shift affects not just their income from tips, but also the overall morale and atmosphere of their workplace. The sentiment among longtime residents is often one of nostalgia mixed with concern. Many who have lived in the valley for decades remember a different Las Vegas, a city that felt more like a community, even on the bustling Strip. They recall the days of genuine hospitality, where value was a point of pride and every visitor was treated like a valued guest. Now they see a city that seems to be chasing a corporate, homogenized version of luxury. However, the perspective is not universally negative. Other locals, particularly those involved in the high-end service industry, see the luxury shift as a necessary and positive evolution, arguing that the city is maturing. In today's interconnected world, the conversation about Las Vegas is happening just as much online as it is on the casino floor. Digital platforms like Reddit and X have become virtual town squares where tourists and locals alike share their unfiltered opinions. Threads on the Era of Vegas subreddit are filled with posts bearing titles like "Casinos are empty," or "Is it just me, or is the vibe completely off?" These threads quickly attract hundreds of comments from recent visitors. The digital chatter is relentless and specific, with users posting photos of receipts for $28 cocktails, or screenshots of shockingly high resort fees as concrete evidence of their claims. These posts often go viral, amplifying the perception that Las Vegas has become unaffordable and unwelcoming. Of course, the online narrative is not entirely one-sided. For every negative post, there is often a counter-argument from a staunch defender of the city. This creates a heated digital battleground where competing realities of Las Vegas clash. Potential tourists researching a trip are now confronted with a deluge of conflicting information, from scathing reviews to passionate defenses. The narrative spun on Reddit and X can be just as influential as official tourism campaigns, if not more so, because they are perceived as more authentic and trustworthy. The central question echoing through Las Vegas is whether the current downturn is a sign of a deep, systemic identity crisis, or simply a temporary, cyclical slump. On one side are the industry executives who tend to downplay the severity of the situation. They often attribute the softer numbers to normal seasonality, pointing out that the hot summer months have historically been a slower period for tourism in the desert. From their perspective, this is not a crisis but business as usual. This optimistic view is supported by the city's impressive calendar of upcoming events. Las Vegas has strategically positioned itself as a global hub for major conventions, sporting events, and large-scale festivals. On the other side are the skeptics who believe that what's happening is far more profound than a summer slump. They argue that the tourism drop is a direct consequence of a flawed corporate strategy that has fundamentally broken the city's value proposition. Ultimately, this great debate boils down to two conflicting visions of Las Vegas's identity. Is it a city for the masses built on accessibility and affordable fun, or is it an exclusive enclave for the global elite? The current trends suggest that it is trying to be both, and the resulting friction is creating the challenges it now faces. If you want to experience the best of what Las Vegas has to offer without succumbing to the city's new premium pricing, your calendar is your most powerful weapon. The single most effective hack to beat the system is to master the art of strategic timing. The price difference for the exact same hotel room between a Saturday night and a Tuesday night can be staggering, often dropping by 50% or even more. Planning your visit from Sunday to Thursday transforms the city's economic landscape. This weekday advantage extends well beyond just your hotel bill. The entire city operates on a different rhythm during the week. Crowds are thinner, which means shorter lines for everything and a more relaxed atmosphere. Beyond the day of the week, savvy travelers should also pay close attention to the city's massive convention and event schedule. When a major convention rolls into town, it brings tens of thousands of attendees, causing hotel rates to skyrocket and availability to plummet. A quick search of the Las Vegas convention calendar before booking your flights can save you from inadvertently planning your trip during one of these peak demand weeks, ensuring you don't get caught in surge pricing aimed at business travelers. The dazzling lights of the Las Vegas Strip can be hypnotic, but some of the best deals and most authentic experiences are waiting just a short ride away. The off-strip casinos operate on an entirely different business model, focused on building loyalty with repeat customers. This means you will find a wealth of value, from looser slot machines and better video poker pay tables, to dining and drinking options that offer incredible quality at a fraction of the Strip's prices. These locals casinos are not dingy second-rate establishments. Many are sprawling modern resorts with fantastic amenities, including beautiful pools, state-of-the-art movie theaters and bowling alleys, but with free parking and no mandatory resort fees. A steak dinner that would cost you over $100 per person at a celebrity chef restaurant on the Strip can often be found for under $50 at a high-quality steakhouse inside a locals casino. The classic prime rib special is still alive and well in these establishments. While the Strip is pushing $25 cocktails, you can still find expertly made drinks for under $10. Exploring these venues isn't just about saving money, it's about rediscovering the value and hospitality that first made Las Vegas famous. One of the biggest expenses on any Las Vegas vacation is food, but you don't have to resign yourself to food court pizza. Many of the most famous restaurants on the Strip offer a lunch menu that features similar versions of their signature dishes at significantly reduced prices. This allows you to experience the ambiance, service, and culinary artistry of a world-class restaurant for a fraction of the cost of a dinner reservation. Dining at these acclaimed spots for lunch instead of dinner is the ultimate hack for the foodie traveler. Another powerful tool is the happy hour. Despite rising prices, the tradition of happy hour is still alive and well in Las Vegas, even at chic and trendy establishments. From late afternoon to early evening, countless bars offer incredible deals on cocktails, wine, beer, and gourmet appetizers. You can often piece together a fantastic and filling meal from these discounted small plates, all while enjoying the atmosphere of a high-end venue. Researching happy hour menus online before your trip can help you map out a daily plan to eat and drink in style without breaking the bank. Finally, stopping at a CVS or Walgreens on the Strip to buy your own water, soda, and snacks can save you a small fortune. A bottle of water that costs $5 from a hotel gift shop can be purchased for less than $1, empowering you to be a smarter traveler. When faced with questions about the noticeable dip in tourism and quieter casino floors, the city's most powerful CEOs have a unified message: this is just normal seasonality. They project an aura of calm confidence, dismissing concerns as short-term fluctuations. From their perspective, the summer months have always brought a lull, and the current numbers are nothing to be alarmed about. They point to their internal data and projections, insisting that the Las Vegas market remains robust. This confident forecast is anchored to major events on the horizon. Las Vegas has strategically invested billions to become the champion of conventions and sporting events, with each bringing tens of thousands of attendees with corporate expense accounts. However, reading between the lines reveals a more nuanced picture. While they publicly label it as seasonality, their strategic actions tell a story of adaptation. The aggressive push into luxury and courting international high rollers are signs they're aware of shifting market dynamics. This isn't just about riding out a slow summer, it's about re-engineering the Las Vegas business model. The CEOs aren't just waiting for the tide to turn, they're actively building a new kind of ship, designed for exclusive and profitable waters, even if it means leaving former passengers behind. The truth is, the future of Las Vegas isn't about doom and gloom versus spectacular recovery, it's about evolution. This city has never been static. Its entire history is a testament to its remarkable capacity for reinvention. From a dusty railroad outpost to a mob-run gambling haven, and from a family-friendly theme park to a sophisticated luxury destination, Las Vegas has constantly shed its skin to meet the demands of a changing world. The current period of transition, while unsettling for some, is not an anomaly. It is the city's default state. This constant state of flux is what has kept the city relevant and exciting for over a century. The new resorts opening their doors, with their focus on technology, sustainability, and integrated luxury, are simply the next chapter in this ongoing story of transformation. The shift towards dining, entertainment, and sports is a response to changing consumer tastes. The tension between the high-priced Strip and the value-driven downtown and off-Strip markets could foster a healthier, more diverse tourism ecosystem in the long run, compelling the Strip's mega-resorts to find a better balance between luxury and accessibility. So, what is the final verdict on the future of Las Vegas? The city is undoubtedly at a crossroads, navigating one of the most significant identity shifts in its history. The challenges are real. Rising prices are alienating a core segment of its audience. However, to bet against Las Vegas has always been a fool's errand. This is a city built on resilience, audacity, and an almost pathological optimism. It has an unshakable spirit and a proven ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. The energy is still here. You can feel it at the sold-out concerts, the roaring sports stadiums, and the vibrant, bustling crowds on Fremont Street. The innovation is still here. You can see it in the groundbreaking new resorts and entertainment concepts. The future success of Las Vegas will likely depend on its ability to find a new equilibrium. It cannot survive on high rollers alone, nor can it return to the days of rock-bottom prices. The path forward will require a more nuanced approach. This may mean more diverse offerings with different resorts catering to different price points, or a renewed focus on customer service that makes every guest feel valued. The city must remember that its greatest asset has always been the dream it sells, a dream that needs to feel attainable for everyone. Ultimately, the party in Las Vegas is far from over. It's just changing its playlist. The city is being reshaped by powerful economic forces, but its core promise of escapism and excitement remains intact. In the final analysis, Las Vegas remains a city of captivating contradictions, currently navigating the turbulent waters of change. This video has shown you that while the city is changing, the opportunities for an incredible experience have not vanished, they have simply shifted. By understanding the new landscape, you can navigate it effectively. You can beat the system by timing your travel strategically, venturing beyond the strip to discover hidden gems, and hacking the dining scene to enjoy luxury for less. This moment of transition is a chance to see a global icon in the midst of its next great reinvention. For those who love travel and are intrigued by the forces that shape our favorite destinations, there has never been a more interesting time to pay attention to Las Vegas. If you appreciate travel news that digs deeper and gives you the full picture with a side of sass, now is the time to join our community. Please hit that like button to show your support, drop a comment below to share your own thoughts or Vegas hacks, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more insightful updates. Las Vegas might be shifting its strategy, and the vibes might feel different, but we'll be here to help you navigate it all. The neon heart of America is still beating, and its next chapter is just beginning. Thank you for watching.